Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Produce Buzzers podcast. We are so happy you have joined us today, and I think you will be too after the show is over, because you will learn a lot about fresh fruits and vegetables, how to select and store them, how to prepare and cook them, and surprising facts about their history and origin. We hope it inspires you to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables, not only for your health, but also for your delight and pleasure as you explore their amazing world of taste and delicious flavors. Eating more of them will transform your life in so many positive ways. So settle back, relax, and get ready for another delicious adventure with the Produce Buzzers. Greetings, Produce Buzzers podcast fans. Welcome to another delicious episode of the Produce Buzzers podcast. I'm Edwin Stepp, your host and executive editor of Produce Buzz. I'm joined once again by Teresa Nolan, the founder and president of Produce Buzz, and Rick Stepp and Cynthia Benedetto, both contributing editors to Produce Buzz. Thanks for joining us today. Today, we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be fun because we're going to play a little trivia game, and you can play along at home. And, you know, too bad you can't win any prizes, but you'll have fun playing along. Today, we are going to play a fun little game that we call, Which of These is a Real Fruit? Other than Rick, we're all real fruits. No, Rick. I'm sorry about that. That was a cheap shot. No, but Mother Nature has given us some strange and wacky fruits to delight us, but sometimes to disgust us. But either way, they are fascinating. I'm sure you have all heard by now of dragon fruit. What a delightfully strange creation, with its beautiful exterior opening up to reveal a deliciously sweet flesh. Or the African or horned melon with its beautiful yellow skin sporting spikes all over it, contrasting with the beautiful green fruit inside. Some of Mother Nature's weird creations have become commonplace for us in the modern world, like kiwifruit. I remember the first time I saw one, it was so odd and fascinated me immensely. But now they're not exotic at all to me and for most people. But there are some exotic fruits that have not made their way to our grocery store shelves here in the United States. And they are even weirder than the ones I've mentioned before. At least that's what I think, both in appearance, but mainly in flavor. So today we are going to play Which of These is a Real Fruit? A trivia quiz in which I will list the names of some crazy sounding fruits, and you have to guess which one is the real fruit. I will list groups of 4 fruits at a time, and you'll have to guess which one is the real one. Sorry, we couldn't provide you with buzzers, so you'll just have to shout it out if you think you know the answer. Whoever guesses first will win that round. If 2 of you guess at the same time, I get to decide who wins. So be nice. And whoever has the most points at the end wins the game. Sorry, no prizes except boost for your
I was just going to say, like, what do we
ego.
win?
Your fruit and veggie ego gets boosted. That's what you win. So, Produce Buzzers, are you ready to play?
Let's go.
Ready? Okay, let's go. All right, so let's start here. Which of these is a real fruit? Raspberry Jello fruit? Tapioca berries, custard apple, or mochi ice cream nuts?
Custard apple.
Hey, Teresa! Yes, the custard apple is a nickname for the cherimoya. They are a tropical and subtropical fruit that are believed to be native of Ecuador and Peru. They have a white flesh, which is extremely soft and sweet. It has almost a custard-like texture, which is why it's referred to as the custard apple. The flavor of cherimoyas is often compared to sweet fruits like bananas, strawberries, and even peaches. And some think it even tastes like bubblegum. Have you guys ever eaten a cherimoya? Any of you?
I have, but I didn't think mine tasted like bubble gum.
What do you think it tasted like?
It's been so long, but maybe the kind of the tropical banana strawberry type flavor.
Yeah. I got kind of pineapple banana. It's been a while since I've eaten one too,
Yeah.
but I remember thinking, yeah, it's kind of like pineapple banana cross.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they
see,
are
now that's
good.
something that I would have. Like, but they
Yeah.
don't look very appealing.
No, you don't. We would hate those seeds, those big black seeds in the middle,
Ugh.
Cynthia. That
Yeah,
would
that would
gross
gross
you
me
out.
out.
But
Yeah.
anyway, that doesn't bother me, but they are good.
Are the seeds edible?
Probably. That's a good question.
Maybe you could nuke them.
Yeah,
Try 'em
Put them in the
out.
microwave, Rick. Anything's
Yeah.
edible. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they're not poisonous, but whether they're delicious or tasty or palatable, that would be another question.
They wouldn't be like the cherry pit or peach pit.
Oh, that could be true. I've never. They're pretty hard, so I think it'd be hard to bite through them because they're pretty tough.
Yeah, don't ever assume that something is not poisonous.
Yeah.
We had some berries growing in our front yard, beautiful bright red berries. And I told Lori, these have got to be edible. They're so beautiful. She has an app on her phone and she took a picture of it, and you can submit that. And I forgot what the name of the berries were, but they're deadly poison. It said if children eat them, it will kill them.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah.
Well, I saw on one of those survival shows, I can't remember what was it called now? I can't remember. It's one of the earlier ones. But anyway, on that show, and I don't know if this is true or not, but on that show, they said most red berries in nature are poisonous, but most all black colored berries are edible. They wouldn't kill you. It's not necessarily be very good to eat, but they won't kill you. So I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I have raspberries that grow wild here too.
Those red raspberries grow wild there?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're really small,
yeah,
but they're really tasty.
Right.
But I think they probably mean like a bright cherry red, not a raspberry.
I don't know. They just said it was a throwaway, not a throwaway comment. They were trying to survive in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
Man versus Wild, I think was the name of the show. Friend of mine produced that show, but anyway, it was in one episode they found a bunch of berries and some were black and some were red, and they said you can eat the black ones but don't eat the red ones. They're probably poisonous. I think they did clarify that not all red berries are poisonous, but most likely they will be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Were they allowed to bring their phone app with them too?
I think that was before this was quite a while ago, so it was probably before there was a phone app for that. Teresa was going to say something. You had a comment.
Well, I don't. I just looked up cherimoya on my phone.
Oh, good.
And you're not supposed to eat the seeds.
Okay.
But
they're not. They won't kill you.
It just said that it's edible without the seeds. So they didn't really say why.
They're probably not poison.
But it's supposed to be good for you. Like all fruits and vegetables, it could help you maintain a lower blood pressure, reduce the risk of cancer, strengthen the immune system, reduce inflammation, support healthy digestion, and maintain eye health. It must have zinc or something like that in it if it's for eye health. I'm just making that up, so I don't know.
Okay, well, that's great. All right, ready for the next round?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Which of these is a real fruit? Liverwurst cherries, orange avocados, peanut butter fruit, or lemon nuts?
Lemon nuts.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Any other guesses?
Okay, repeat them again.
All right, liverwurst cherries, orange avocado, peanut butter fruit, or lemon nuts, which we know now is not the correct answer.
Orange avocado.
Okay, I have a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, you do, Teresa.
Peanut butter fruit.
Yay, Teresa. The peanut butter fruit is also another native of South America. Venezuela, Colombia, and Brazil, among other nations, grow them. Peanut butter fruits are petite and oblong, about the size and shape of a large olive. Its skin is thin and turns from orange to deep red when fully ripe. The internal pulp of the peanut butter fruit is very thick and slightly sticky, similar to that of a soft persimmon and surrounds a large central seed. The fruit offers an aroma reminiscent of peanut butter and a sweet flavor, which has been compared to that of sweet potato and dried fig. Once ripe, peanut butter fruits must be harvested immediately to prevent them from spoiling on the tree. And because of that delicate nature of the fruit, they are not suitable for shipping. So we probably won't see them in the grocery stores.
Where are they grown?
Venezuela, Colombia, and Brazil, and other are the main places you find them, but other parts of South America. So it's another kind of tropical fruit. So
this thing says it grows in Australia as well as in the United States, in Florida, California, and Hawaii.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I didn't come up with that.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess that's probably down in Homestead because that's where they grow most of the tropicals.
The strange stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Very interesting.
All right, so let's keep going here. Which of these is a real fruit? Chocolate pudding fruit, quinine peaches, Pepto-Bismol fruit, or salmon seeds?
Brother.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say salmon seed.
Sorry.
Pepto-Bismol, whatever.
Good guesses. I had to come up with these strange names.
I was going to say, you sound like you made them up.
Well, the ones that are not right, I made up.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Very
But
creative.
you have to make them up if they're not real.
but some of the real ones are just
it might not be a fruit.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
It could be a candy like Pepto-Bismol.
All right. So the answer is chocolate pudding fruit. So we had peanut butter fruit, we got chocolate pudding fruit, and we got custard apple. Isn't that amazing? We got all these fruits. So its real name is black sapote. You've probably heard of that actually, or sapotes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They're a type of persimmon. They're in the persimmon family, and they're native to Mexico and Central America. They kind of look like a little tomato or a tomatillo. They have an inedible skin that turns from olive to a deep yellow green when ripe, and a pulp, which is white, but inedible when unripe. It assumes a flavor, color, and texture, and that is often likened to chocolate pudding. Fruits usually contain seeds, up to a maximum of 12 in the fruit. The texture has been likened to that. Shut your ears, Cynthia. The texture has been likened to that of papaya. You don't like papaya. Okay, so Teresa's leading 2-0. 2-0. Come on, Cynthia, Rick, you gotta guess a few here. Okay.
I've got a good one. Can you imagine you go to this really nice restaurant and the waiter comes out and says, "Today our special is a fruit salad made with peanut butter fruit, custard apple, and chocolate pudding." That
would be great.
Right. Sure.
It would probably be pretty good. All of those different flavors. Yeah.
Okay. The next one's going to be a little easier, I think. Which of these is a real fruit? Pope's apple, Zarathustra's pomegranate, Buddha's hand, or
Buddha's
Yoda's
hand.
ear?
Buddha's hand.
Yay, Cynthia.
Yeah.
She beat you just by a little bit, Rick. So you know that the Buddha's hand, it's a citrus fruit, which looks like a lemon with long finger-like segments growing from it. It contains no fruit or pulp, but it's extremely fragrant, and the peel and rind can be used for a number of dishes like salad dressings, marinades, baked goods, drinks. Buddha's hand gets its name from its unusual shape, which resembles a hand with multiple splayed fingers, although some cultivars resemble more of a closed hand than an open one. And while its insides beneath its bright yellow peel are nothing but bitter white pith, its zest adds a lovely lemon blossom-like flavor to dishes. And it can be used in any preparation that calls for citrus zest. Its peel can be candied too, and the peel is actually very sweet, unlike a lot of other citrus fruits. So that's good. Okay. All right.
It actually looks like looks a little bit like an octopus when you look at it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
It does.
It's kind of ugly. Yeah, it's got like fat little fingers. Like, did you ever see Stefan on Saturday Night Live?
I don't remember him. That must have been after I stopped watching.
Oh my God, he's so great. But he had like characters that he would reference, like, you know, like you could have like maybe Baby Bok Choy would be DJing or something like that. And like his little fingers, like he would talk about baby, like, you know, baby fingers. So, but that's what it looks like they're short and stubby.
Right. Yeah, not the prettiest fruit, but very strange looking for sure.
Have any of you ever tried Buddha's hand?
I have, yeah.
Nope.
Well,
No.
just, you know, of course, the zest part. I bought one once just to try it, see what it was like. I couldn't use it up in time. That's the biggest thing. They're just pretty big. All right, produce buzzers, get ready for the next round. Here it is. Which of these is a real fruit? The mufalaya, the kiwano, the mamahuhu, you got it.
What was it?
You didn't get
Kiwano.
kiwano. You didn't get the last one though. The eke putangzu boing was my favorite.
You did a good job on that one, Edwin.
I stole that from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay.
Remember the knights who say knee? Remember that
Knee?
scene? There's the knights who say knee, but then they were no longer the knights who say knee. They were now the knights who say eke pitting zoo boing. I thought that could make a nice fruit. Kiwano, or the horned melon. Kiwano melon, yeah. Kiwano melon is an exotic, peculiar-looking fruit from the central and southern regions of Africa. It goes by horned melon and African horned cucumber. When ripe, the thick outer skin of a Kiwano melon is bright orange and covered in small, spiny projections or horns. The inner flesh consists of a gelatinous lime green or yellow substance that houses a multitude of edible seeds. Though Kiwano melon isn't a fruit you're likely to find in an average fruit basket, including it in your diet may be good for your health. There's quite a few health benefits from that melon. Have any of you ever eaten one? I've seen them, but I don't think I've ever eaten one.
I don't think I have either.
I have. It wasn't
Something
very
that's
impressive.
gelatinous with seeds? No.
I know. Cynthia,
I'm not eating anything that's viscous.
It was a little bit less tasty than a cucumber.
Oh, okay.
Oh gosh.
Do you eat cucumbers, Cynthia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the texture of those.
And they have seeds in it.
Not when you cut it lengthwise and you take a spoon.
Oh, do you do that? You get rid of the seeds?
That
Wow.
or I'll, yeah. If a English cuke is on sale, then I'll buy that. Or I like the Persian cucumbers.
Yeah, those are good. Very good.
Do you know the Latin name for the horn melon? It's really weird. You could have probably put that in as another alternative. Cucumis metiferus.
Yeah, I did see that.
Cucumis.
I was afraid to try to pronounce it. So I had that in my notes, but I didn't want to try to pronounce it. Good job, Teresa.
Okay.
All right. Now we're going to kind of continue this in a similar vein as the last one. Which of these is a real fruit? The patayo, the lupina, the magayo, the alpacino.
Al Pacino.
Magayo.
Nope.
Was there something else? What was
Patayo, lupino, magayo, and
Patayo.
alpacino.
Or cappuccino.
What did you say? What did you say, Cynthia?
The first one again.
Patayo?
Pitaya. Yeah.
Yeah. That is the other name for dragon fruit. That's the real name for dragon
Oh,
fruit.
Wow.
Do we get to have two guesses?
why? I did do two guesses.
Yeah. If nobody else tunes in, then we should have two guesses, right?
You can guess as many times as you want.
Okay.
Al Pacino, you said first, Cynthia. That's
that's right.
Yeah.
I buzzed her on
I
that. I'll buzz
teased.
her again just to make sure. Well, the dragon fruit grows on a cactus plant, also known as the Honolulu queen. I never knew that before. Did you know that?
No.
The flowers only open at night. I think we learned that when we had Robert Schuller from Melissa's on. He was talking about that. It's native to southern Mexico, Central America, but today it's grown all over the world. It goes by many names, including the pitaya, and as we heard, the Honolulu queen. and the strawberry pear. I'd never heard that before. Had you guys heard that before? Heard it called a strawberry
No.
pear?
But not cactus fruit, right? It's not called cactus fruit.
No, it's not.
There is a cactus fruit.
Well, there's prickly pear. Prickly pear is a
Yeah.
cactus, and those are delicious. Those are very good, but don't pick them with your bare hands. I made that mistake once when I was in Southern California on a hike, and I said, "Oh, there's some cactus fruit." Boom! And the fruit doesn't show. You can't really see the little cactus spines. They're very, very fine, like hairs. And so I thought, oh, the cactus was covered with spines, but I grabbed the prickly pear to pick it and eat it because it was ripe. And oh man, I had all over my hands. I couldn't even see them stinging.
Oh dear goodness.
You gotta have.
How'd you get them out?
I think I just kept washing my hands for a couple of days. They were there for a while. So anyway, but anyway, the most common variety is bright red skin, and the scales that pop off kind of resemble dragon scales, I guess. Who knows? Dragons aren't real, so I guess. Anyway, but there's also a yellow version, which we've seen before and eaten, and we talked about them on a previous episode, and so sweet. The yellow ones are the sweetest ones, I think. And I know you guys have all eaten dragon fruit, right? Or Cynthia, have you not eaten dragon fruit because of its look and texture and the seeds?
Dragon fruit?
Yeah.
No, I love dragon fruit.
Okay.
I really like that sweet one.
Yeah, but it's got those seeds and it's kind of gelatinous.
I think it's more it's
like
not gelatinous. It's
the texture
softer. It's like a kiwi, yeah.
Right.
But I wouldn't, when you say gelatinous, that means like it's like a sack that like
that kiwano melon, it's kind of like, what's it
and
like?
The seeds enclosed in it or something.
Yeah, it's kind of slimy.
Yeah, no. Yeah, gelatinous, it would be slimy.
Okay, here we go. Okay, what else? Teresa's got some info for us.
It has some very good nutritional benefits. It may reduce cancer. There's lycopene in it. May improve heart health and reduce cancer risk. Magnesium, important for cell function, and it provides 18% of the recommended amount of magnesium. So good for you.
Yeah, and delicious. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next round. Let's see. Cynthia won that one, I think, didn't you? You got it.
She did.
So it's 2-2.
Fight on.
2-2 to 0, Rick.
No, I got one. I got the kiwano.
Oh, that's right. 2-1. Sorry, you did.
Yeah.
You're correct. You're correct. All right. Okay. Next round. Which of these is a real fruit? Chocolate eclair melons, blackberry jam fruit, hot pepper apple, or cinnamon spinach?
Hot pepper apple.
Cinnamon spinach.
What were the other two?
Chocolate eclair melons and blackberry jam fruit.
Blackberry jam fruit.
I should only give a half a point when you've got to guess from. We might have to rescore this, but anyway.
There's another one to add to the chef's fruit salad.
Yeah. Well, it pairs very well with the peanut butter fruit.
And breadfruit.
The blackberry jam fruit has a pulp that's so jam-like in its consistency that some people actually spread it over bread. The appearance and texture of the pulp is without a doubt similar to blackberry jam. The flowering bush is native to Panama, Venezuela, Colombia, and Ecuador, but it's not commonly used as a food source. It's most popular as an ornamental shrub due to its attractive fruits and ability to be formed into a bonsai tree. The fruits are small and round with a hard yellow shell. The pulp inside is a sharp contrast to its exterior, a black, sticky goop with small seeds mixed in. Cynthia, you'd love it.
Yeah.
Do you like jam?
Yes.
And if it had seeds in it, does that bother you, like blackberry jam?
No, that does not bother me. No,
I
it's the seeds that are big, like cantaloupe or honeydew, like those that like are nestled in the cavity that you have to scoop out. I think they just are so, oh, it gives me chills. It like is so gross to me.
Right.
I
Okay,
take
Teresa.
those cantaloupe seeds. I scoop that stuff out, throw it on a plate, and roast it in the microwave. And
The microwave, really?
yeah, it's really good. After you cook them, they're really good.
Oh, they're like
So
pumpkin seeds.
Yeah.
I see an ad here that you can buy blackberry jam seeds to
Oh,
grow the fruit from. So
I think that's another one that doesn't ship well, so we're not going to see it on the shelves, but maybe you could grow it
Yeah.
yourself. But it probably needs tropical weather, I would imagine.
yeah,
I don't know.
Cynthia could probably grow it.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
That's
That's my next hobby.
Right next to her Kiwano melons with its
Yeah.
gelatinous seeds.
Does it show which growing zones that it grows in? Or
It doesn't.
seeds.
It just says growing blackberry jam fruit from seed, and there's a little guy. Well, he has a turkey in his yard. It looks like there are mountains in the background. I'd have to watch the video first.
Yeah. Well, the places that it said it grows are Panama, Venezuela, Colombia, and Ecuador. Now, Panama, I don't think has any high mountains like that, but Venezuela, Colombia, and Ecuador all have very high mountains. So I don't know if it grows in the tropical regions or if it grows up in the mountains. But
Yeah.
we can try it. Rick, you can try it. You've tried your what were those berries? Aronia berries. You can try that.
but they are native to the colder climates.
Yeah, I know. I was joking, but
and I got a lot of those this year. Just a bumper crop. I don't even have room in my freezer for all of them. There's some still out on the vines.
when do they come in?
Around Labor Day, they're usually ready to pick.
Oh, so that you've just got them.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Are they finished already?
well, they're still on we haven't had a freeze yet, so they're still on the bush.
And they stay on for a while. They don't fall off pretty quickly.
Well, last year the birds ate them all before I got a chance to harvest them. But they ate most of them before I did. This year they've left them alone for some reason.
Maybe they're those poisonous red berries. They are red, aren't they?
They're dark purple color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're very dense because I usually make salad dressing with blueberries. And I've got so many of the aronia berries, I thought, I'm not going to use the blueberries. I'm going to use these. And so I put them in the blender like I usually do. And it was so thick that after it was done, it was like a paste. I had to dump it into a big bowl and add more vinegar and stuff to it to dilute it. I couldn't believe how much more dense they are than a blueberry. Fiber part.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay, well, you
That's
have to
not one of
send
your
us some.
choices, aronia berries.
You have to send us some, Rick, so we can try.
You know, I wonder if they would hold up.
Well, you'd probably have to send them frozen in a dry ice pack or something.
I really
Oh, why couldn't you harvest them today? Put them in like some kind of sealed bag
yeah.
and pop them in the mail like a two-day
I should do
USPS.
that. Because by the time I would buy dry ice and all that stuff, it would probably be real expensive.
Less expensive to buy them from Super Berries.
Yeah. But let's see, if I did that, if I put them in a sandwich bag or a quart bag and mailed them, even if they started to get mushy, they would still be good. Even if they fermented a little bit, they would be
You
good.
need to like wrap them a couple times.
Right.
And then put them in like a box. Like, you know, they had this cassette tape box size, 8-track tape, I should say.
Yeah.
And
Showing
like,
your age.
those are
Cynthia.
like $10 to mail. But is that enough?
Medium mail. Yeah.
Yeah, I should try that before this. We're going to get heavy rain here tomorrow. Might end up knocking them off the vines, so I'll have to pick them today if I do that.
All right, get busy. Well, let's finish these questions. So we got just 2 or 3 more to go here. So, okay, next round. Get ready. Which of these is a real fruit? Salami fruit, cheese fruit, steak fruit, liver fruit.
Oh my goodness.
Steak, salami, cheese, steak, or liver? Take your pick.
Cheese.
Salami.
Cheese. All right, Rick got it.
Oh, cheese fruit. Okay.
Total guess.
Cheese fruit is the real name is called a noni, Noni, and it's known under a lot of nicknames called starvation fruit, Indian mulberry, cheese fruit, of course, which we just mentioned, and Cynthia's favorite, vomit fruit.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
exactly.
Oh, goodness gracious. Who would give it a name like that?
Most of its nicknames are related to the sharp odor the fruit has when it's ripe. Noni has a lot of spindly growths across its surface that can be creepy, especially if you have trypophobia.
Which
Anybody
is
know
what?
trypophobia? Fear of holes.
Holes. What?
I don't know, but this is that's
You
what they
trip in a
said.
hole.
Tripping a hole.
Where did you get this information? I need a bibliography.
Just take it, accept it. I've got all my facts straight.
Okay.
As for its flavor, it's
not
bitter.
like a writer or an author, right?
Yeah. As for its flavor, it's bitter, but it's still beloved in a lot of Southeast Asian countries. It's used in an array of beverages, powders, and in some countries, it's even a staple food, part of their regular daily diet. Gee, what was that?
I fell asleep. I'm sorry.
Oh. But cheese fruit would probably pair very well with what? Breadfruit.
Yes.
And mayonnaise fruit.
Yeah, there we go.
This little thing that I pulled up on it says the fruit is said to taste like rotten cheese.
Yeah, that's why it's called vomit.
Who would ever
fruit.
eat that twice,
Well, there's people that eat rotten cheese.
Edwin, you remember that?
You know what though? People eat that blue cheese and that like
Limburger.
That's
Limburger.
fungus.
Yeah. Limburger is
the-
hard to get past.
It's in the coffee family.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Related to the coffee plant.
Wow.
Pretty interesting.
Edwin, do you remember that stinky cheese in Denmark?
I don't remember it. I've had stinky cheese in other places, but
yeah,
I
but
can't
you
remember
like that
Denmark.
kind of stuff, so you don't think it's stinky.
Some like Limburger, I can't get past my nose. I just that's one that's just too much for me. Do you remember what the name of the stinky fruit was, Rick?
I looked it up once. I've forgotten now, but it's actually a thing in Denmark. I think that's where the thing rotten in Denmark comes from.
Oh,
we went into a cheese store in whatever town that we were in, and it smelled like dirty baby diapers.
yeah.
That's
kind of what Limburger's cheese smells like as well. It's a German cheese. It's
Yeah.
The taste may be fine, but I can't get it past my nose. But but we've talked about one that's another fruit that is maybe even worse, and that is that's the durian, right? Which of these describes its the smell? Moldy bread, diesel fuel, burning rubber, or dirty socks?
Dirty
socks.
Right.
And that's putting it mildly.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about the durian before, and there's certain airports that do not allow you to bring them on to the airplanes. All over Southeast Asia, they're banned because they're so stinky. So
imagine they're like, let's turn him in. I think he's got that stuff he's not supposed to be in. It's just like some unkept, gross person.
Or you could plant it on one of your friends, in their package. My youngest daughter is in Korea right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she took a trip with some friends, Amanda. And
North Korea?
She's the one that loves anything Japanese, right?
She went to North Korea with Rodney. What was his name? The basketball player that went there?
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. That's right. Dennis Rodman. She and some friends went there. They're having a great time, and she comes back on Friday. But anyway, I told her don't bring any durian back.
But she loves anything Asian, right? Like especially
Well,
Japanese.
my middle daughter is more that. She's
who's the one who learned? Oh, okay, the middle
my
daughter.
middle daughter, Julia. Yeah, she's not there, but Amanda got to go on this trip. But yeah, the other thing they don't let you bring on airplanes in Asia is kimchi, which is a Korean spicy dish, because it gets really stinky as well. It's not quite as unpleasant as the other, but it's pretty pungent.
Yeah.
So anyway, what other ways has the smell of durian been described? This is a bonus question. First of all, dead cats, sewer gas, rotten, mushy onions, or like eating ice cream in an outhouse.
Two of those are about the same thing, aren't they?
That's right.
I have to ask, like, do you really think that somebody's going to continue listening to this nonsense? I'll be like, click.
All of the above. Dead cats, a Bangkok-based food writer named Bob Halliday said it tastes like dead cats. Sewer gas.
How does he know?
Well, he's in Thailand. They have them in Thailand, and he's eaten them. Sewer gas was the description. An anthropologist named Maxine McBrien, who very early, one of the first Europeans to travel there, ate it, and she said it tastes like sewer gas. Rotten, mushy onions. Andrew Zimmern, the host of Bizarre Foods, that's how he said it was. Rotten, mushy onions. I think that's probably too nice of a description. And then in a book called Strange Foods, the author Jerry Hopkins was the one who came up with my favorite, like eating ice cream in an outhouse. That's great.
That is the best. That's got to be the best description.
Yeah.
But
Anthony Bourdain said it smells like a pungent, runny French cheese. We were talking about that before, but he said after eating it, your breath will smell like you were French kissing your dead grandmother.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guess what the common side effects of noni juice include?
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
Diarrhea, acute hepatitis.
Oh my gosh.
Liver toxicity, liver damage, high blood potassium. Sounds like a fruit to stay away from to me.
I tell you what, but they said in some places it's a staple food. So
yeah.
I don't know. I guess they build up a resistance to it, maybe. So
yeah. Wow.
Okay, congratulations, Produce Buzzers. You all did very well, but Teresa wins the prize today. Way to go, Teresa.
Thank you, everyone. I'd like to thank my mother, my brothers,
Anthony Bourdain,
and all the Produce Buzzers for letting me win.
Okay, well, I hope you had fun with that.
Yeah, Teresa, well, you can take my consolation prize because, like, I came in second.
Okay.
You can go home with both prizes.
Teresa, we haven't done a homegrown in a long time.
I know. What should I do?
I can't. I kept forgetting the last two times we've had guests and just totally forgot. But
dear.
Can you come up with
one on peanut butter fruit?
Oh, I did find kind of a bad pun to use.
Okay, great. Okay. All right. Let me introduce it. So, Produce Buzzers, podcast fans, it's time for your favorite segment on the Produce Buzzers podcast. Yes. No, wait, come back. Sit down. You can't leave. Don't click. Don't turn off. You have to stay for this. All right. Ready? It's time for another home grown. How come you never grown, Rick?
Because to me, they're really funny.
I know.
Oh boy!
Thank you, Rick.
Right. Okay, Teresa, what is our bad pun of the day?
There was a neighbor who was complaining constantly about his wife being on an exotic fruit diet. What do you think? Yeah. What do you think his most common phrase to use was to tell people how bad it was.
So his wife was on an exotic fruit diet. He didn't like it. And
No.
so he would complain by using this. He would complain by describing it in a certain way.
Yes.
All right. Exotic fruit diet. Any guesses, Rick? Cynthia? Exotic fruit.
That's really...
Tutti frutti. I don't know. Tutti frutti. That would be if she had gastro problems.
Yeah. Right.
We come up with our own puns here. All right. Well, no guesses. I don't know. How did he describe this exotic fruit diet that he hated?
He kept saying, "It's enough to make a mango crazy."
Oh. Rick, I think, even groaned on that one.
Yeah, kind of a little groan laugh.
Okay, thank you, Teresa. That was good. All right.
All right.
And go bananas.
Oh, there you go. Mango bananas. That's what it should have been.
Yeah.
That's what it should have been.
Oh,
that would
I
have
love
been
that.
better.
Yeah.
Enough to
That's
make
good.
a man go bananas.
Very good.
All right. Well, thank you, listeners, for tuning in to the Produce Buzzers podcast, brought to you by Produce Buzz, the gathering place for lovers of fresh fruits and veggies. We hope you were entertained a bit and educated a lot about fresh produce. Be sure to join us next time, and please tell your friends to do so as well. Like, share, and comment on our Produce Buzz Facebook page. And check out our website at www.producebuzz.com. There you will find articles about fresh fruits and veggies, how to select, store, and prepare them, as well as lots of interesting facts about all the wonderful bounty the earth provides for us. Until next time, be fruitful and don't forget to veg out.